Hello once again, Libra. Dadhichi here with your July 2014 horoscope. As usual, a brief overview of what's happening in the heavens. Mars and what we call the karmic axis. In your case right now, relating to relationships. That's intensifying over the next few weeks. So you've got to be careful that any of the frustrations that build up and aren't addressed in a relationship can really start to present some problems for you. We also see that in the marital or intimate relationship sector of your horoscope, that long-standing transit of Uranus, this can make things explosive. I'm glad to say that the full brunt of that has probably passed now, but you do still have the impending conjunction of Mars with this karmic axis. So things can heat up in this area of your relationships, especially when the Sun in its transit moves into the right angle to Uranus. It's around the 9th and a few days before that. So do take care around that time. Sun is also in the hard aspect to itself around that same date. But the consolidating triangular aspect to Saturn might just offset that a little bit for you. So it's a very strong relationship component. And sometimes too, the nodes, or what we call this karmic axis, has a lot to do with the general consensus and the cultural and prevailing trends of the time. So that you could be at odds with what others think about your relationship, or with how you feel your relationship should be but isn't. So it's important to take your relationships and your life circumstances generally and not try to compare that too much to other people. You're going to set yourself up for a fall if that's what you're doing right now. But to your work, something extraordinary is happening there now. There are two first-rate benefics there, the position of Jupiter and the Sun, indicating ample opportunity for you to expand. We see after the 16th, however, Jupiter will move out of this career sector. It's been there for 12 months, so many of you have had very good opportunities to expand your work, to make a name for yourself, and to really move forward. Having the Sun there this month indicates maybe an opportunity is passing. Maybe you've let something go. You must not have any regrets over that. Sacrifice is the key word for those of you that are looking for super success. You've got to know what to let go of, what to hold on to, what to develop, what to not develop. And I think this is probably seen in this conjunction. Well, it's a very wide conjunction. By that I mean the Sun and Jupiter aren't too close yet, but that will come in the next 20 to 30 days. So don't worry, you just have to bide your time, and you'll see that component relating to your work is going to work very, very well for you during this coming period. We see the transit of Mercury also taking place through your career sector, but that's going to be beset with some difficulties, especially leading up to the 22nd. There we see an opposition to Pluto. Pluto's in your 4th house of family affairs. So there could be some work versus career versus domestic circumstance, tug of war at that time, a conflict of interests or divided loyalties. So that could be a bit of a tightrope walk for you at that time. So communication is the important element there, Mercury being the planet associated with the way you deliver your ideas. So perhaps it's not going to be the content of what you say, but how you say what you have to say that's going to be the important thing around the 22nd. But around the 23rd, we see a dramatic shift to social activities. So, not all the difficult aspects are what I would call bad. For example, around the 25th, you have some tough aspects from Mercury in your career sector to Uranus and to the Sun. So I see that as a means for you to really develop your creativity and try something outside the square. You can really push forward your ideas at this time. There may be some people that oppose that, but I'd be saying don't stand down, just hold your ground. And if you feel that these ideas are unique, then there's some merit to that and you should stick to your guns. Mars moves to the second sector of your finances around the 26th. That you do have to be a little bit careful of. Mars is a bit of a troublesome planet. It can show a rash sort of behaviour with your finances, disputes over money, and so therefore you need to really clear up any misunderstandings you have in your partnerships, business or personal, even with your accountant. So that, I think, towards the end of the month is one of the most important things to watch out for. And especially too, because we see around the 28th that hard aspect from Venus to Pluto. We call this the opposition aspect. That could somewhat detract from the really beneficial energies of Venus at that time if you allow other people to get under your skin. So all in all, it's a good month. Use that creativity to your advantage. Don't be scared to put forward your ideas this month. And of course, I look forward to your company here next month. But don't forget to join me at astrology.com.au and you can find out a lot more about your horoscope, your friends and family, and a lot of free stuff there as well. Take care. Bye-bye.